Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me once again. You are always most welcome. Well, today, ICM's latest iteration of the Humvee. So they've done a few of these now. This is the armament carrier, which comes with the is it the M2, the Browning 30 cal, I think it is, machine gun on the top. It's kit number 35437. So I think we'll get into this straight away, just to show you on the side. It is of course 35th scale, and we have got the 503rd Military Police Battalion, I think that is, the ABN, and they are in 2006. Or we've got, that's in camo, or we've got in the desert, we've got the 3rd Infantry Division 2007. I've got to say, it feels relatively heavy, this box, considering it's not very big. 210 parts, yeah. There's quite a few parts for what it is, really. So yeah, let's have a look what we got then. Without further ado, and we will crack into this. I'm going to dab hand now cutting these. With this blade it's a little bit easier actually. Okay, I like the fact that that's the only cutting I have to do though, because I've got the resealable bags of course. Alright, a great addition to any sort of American, especially if it's like an Afghanistan scene or something like that. You know, these Humvees are very, very well used. Now we have seen it before, so I may not go into too much detail because there is an element of a kit that is I like the fact that it's got the machine gun. It's got all the ammo as well by the look of it. So it says it saw its combat debut in Panama in 1989. Gained a worldwide recognition during Operation Desert Storm in 1991 for its reliability in very harsh conditions. Combat experience later revealed the vulnerability of unarmoured vehicles to small arms fire in urban environments, leading to the development of armoured variants. Well, think of Operation Gothic Serpent, Mogadishu. What was that? 1993, was it? I think they had them there, didn't they? It says the Army's weapons carrier with the A2 modernisation series of the Humvee family, designed to improve mobility, reliability and field maintainability. It features a sloped rear body section and a rigid roof mounted weapons station. Protection is provided by a basic armour kit combining steel, Kevlar and polycarbonate glass. Yeah, because in Black Hawk Down they took quite a lot of hits, didn't they, you know, without it penetrating, machine gun fire, you know. The vehicle serves as a mobile platform for the M2 heavy machine gun, the Mark 19 grenade launcher and the anti-tank missile TOW, and is used for patrol, convoy escort, which it was in Black Hawk Down, you know, saw it in the movie, didn't you, reconnaissance and military police duties as well. There you go. Right, so we have seen, as I say, we have seen this kit quite a lot, so I think I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I'm not going to go through all the instructions. Why don't we just have a look at what's different about this, which is really when you get toward the later stages of the building, and you come to the later variant, this armoured rear bodywork that they put on it with the sloping back, and then you've got your weapons, sort of almost like a turret weapon station. It's got flip out hatches to protect the crew, obviously, and you can see that it's an armour plated rear access hatch, if that's the right word. A lot of armour plating going on here for obvious reasons. Armour plated glass, armour plated doors, you name it. Here's your M2 machine gun. So that's the 30 cal Browning basically, isn't it? And then you can see how it all fits together here. Wow, yeah, it's an impressive, a very hard nut, tough nut to crack, you know, very well armoured, and they saved a lot of lives in Mogadishu, didn't they? These are the vehicles that helped to get those guys out from the Black Hawk Down. And here we have it in the indeed in the desert scheme, and it says it's at Fort Stewart. So these are actually US based ones, Fort Stewart, and the other one is based at Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg, of course, is the chief military training ground for the US Army. Very impressive stuff. Yep, that's good. Let's just have a look at the parts that we think are interesting and that we haven't seen before. What have we got? It's a mighty kit, this, for an Humvee. It's a proper detailed kit. This is not going to be a weekend build, I don't think, this one. We'll get it all out and we'll just focus on the bits that we think are new and interesting. Well, we've got this very thick armoured, I will get this out, thick armoured glass. You can see it's like extra thick because it's basically making the whole thing into an APC, really. An APC and reconnaissance vehicle. So here we go. So we got this really relatively scale-wise, very thick glass, and it's nice as well. It's nice glass. There is some distortion in it, slightly, very minor though. Very, very, genuinely very minor. So if I move that back, it will help. You can see a tiny bit of distortion, but nothing to speak of. And if you look, can you see the thickness? How thick it is relatively. So the scaleness of that just looks about right to me for this extra thick reinforced Kevlar reinforced glass. Polycarbonate, I should say. Bulletproof, yeah. I like it. It's very nice. It's lovely and clear and bright as well, you know. So far so good. That looks very, very good. So this is a Humvee with proper attitude, this one. Okay, that's that one. Then there's this sprue here, which has got a lot of the parts which are, yeah, the new parts basically, including the gun. Well, most parts of the gun, not all of them. Where's the barrel? Yes, we don't need to see that really. That one has duplicates. That we've seen. Yeah, it's that one and that one that we need to see. These are the ones we need to see. So we've got. Does it have? Yeah, there's it. Okay, we've got it. We've got it. We're all good. So here we go. So here's these parts that are unique to this version. Sprue H here. So you've got this. This is the sloping back. Well, sorry, this is the top actually. Armour plated top, and then you've got these armour plated doors. And here they are with the very thick, deep recess for that thick armour plated glass. Then here's the bullets, the actual ammunition belt here. And then you've got the mounting for the weapon here. And then the actual, on the next sprue, you've actually got the M2 machine gun itself. Look at that. Doesn't have an open sort of slide moulded muzzle. So I think you'd have to be very, very careful because it's quite small to actually drill that out. But I think it could be done if you're very, very careful. And you've got your big magnifiers on, yeah. And then the rest of it, of course, is the sloping back, which is all armour plate as well. Then you've got, this is your sort of hatchback, so to speak, again armour plated. And then you've got your sort of the framework, which is slightly different from the standard version. So this is like a replacement sprue, and this is the hatch opening at the top. It's almost like a cupola, and then you've got things like the seats, which are slightly different on this model as well. Amazing, isn't it? It's a very serious piece of kit. I like it. Yeah, I love that machine gun. That's really wicked. Yeah, that is brutal. Absolutely brutal looking thing. Yeah, I like it. And you've got the internal detail on the hatch as well, the armour plated hatch. You see the reinforcement plates it's got. I bet it's fairly heavy to lift that. It won't be like Nothing like the bonnet on my Porsche, which is like a featherweight bonnet. It's almost like it's made of fiberglass. My aluminium bonnet on the Porsche, it's really genuinely really light. I've never known a bonnet as light as that. Only carbon fibre I think would be lighter. It's just like, there's nothing there and you think this is quite a big bonnet, you know. Very nice. But yeah, that's a different proposition. This is going to be super heavy, no question about it. What a nice kit though, brilliant. I love it, I love it, I love it. So, the question is, can we get it all to go back in the bike? That's the real challenge now. Go on. Can we do it? Oh, and then we've got some more of this. Let me just see this. Super thick armour plated glass, the windscreen. Are you ready for this? Look at it, look how chunky it looks. They've got it right on, it looks just about right for scale, this. Super thick armour plated glass. Wow. Look at that. Huh. Yeah, that's chunky. It's nice though, isn't it? They've done it really nicely. That's a really nice sprue actually. Yes, I think it's a really nice little kit this. There is another version I think we saw. Was it the Ukrainian version where they had some personnel with it as well? I think they had the drone operators. Another variant of it, I think. I'm working off memory here. About a year ago, wasn't it? Or maybe 18 months ago now. But it looked proper impressive. My armour plate all stuck. Fabulous. Fabulous kit that. And this is retailing for about £29, £30 I think. Whoops. Armour plated glass. It won't stay armour plated for long if you do that. Why can't I get it back in? What's the problem? Refusing to comply. Right. Rubber tyres, that's the only downside of the kit actually. I would have liked to have seen some plastic ones. Because rubber just doesn't last that long, doesn't it? It can be a bit flaky over time, I'd say. Can we get this to reseal? Yes, we can. What a smashing kit. The question is, will it go back in the box? But it might be a little bit challenging. No, it's gone in okay now. Because we haven't got this in yet. Oops. There's a lot of kit in there actually. It's a lot more than you realise. That's the problem. No, it's having a few problems getting that to go in, aren't we? There we go. Got it. Quick! Stop it jacking the box if I get the lid on quick. Right! I would have preferred not to have the rubber tyres, but apart from that, it's fantastic. I'm going to say 9.75 out of 10. I think that there's a lot of stuff in there, and for £30 or thereabouts. Fantastic that. You know, you take a week or two to build that. I think even the faster builders, it's quite fiddly. There's great detail, all the transmission and internal parts. Lovely, lovely. But it's nice to see that variant with a few parts that are different, obviously. So it's a 9.75 out of 10 from me. Hope you'll give me a 10 out of 10 by giving me a like, give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much to ICM for providing the kit for us. That's really nice, and I will probably forward that one on to one of my members. As a reward for them. So if you fancy that Humvee, let me know. And that's it for now until next month. I think from ICM, I think that's all the ICMs we've got. But we are expecting some absolutely cracking stuff next month. The Hudson, the Sikorsky. Let me just tell you actually, because I got an amazing email from them a few days ago, and I thought, oh, really? Okay. Really impressive list of stuff. Which includes, are you ready for this? Which includes the Hudson, the Sikorsky, the Tahi with the bomb, the M121 bomb, which is the the front of a tall boy bump from the British actually. Then that was the other thing, the big 35th scale Sikorsky, remember the firefighter version? Well, they're now going to do a kit on its own of just the firefighting pod, the tank, with all the suction hoses and the hose that blows it out and the hose that sucks it up, the siphon hose, all coming as a separate kit, so you can actually put it on. If you've got the kit already, you don't have to spend another £130. You can just buy the adaptation, if you like, the adaptation kit. And also they've got the crew available as well. There's a crew set coming out, so you can basically do whatever you like. And then inevitably, this was always going to happen. I'm going to have to zoom in on this one. This was always going to happen, wasn't it? And this is basically the 24 scale, the daring robbery. Are you ready? There we go. This is the bank robbers, the gangsters again. The gangsters with the maniac laughing woman, Warren Beatty, Johnny Depp. But they'll notice that they've slightly changed the artwork, it has to be said. They've actually modified the artwork. I don't know if you can tell from this. You probably can't, but they've made them look a little bit different. They're just not quite as obviously Warren Beatty. Not quite as obviously Johnny Depp as it was before. Perhaps somebody's warned them there might be copyright trouble, I don't know. But you can just see they've tweaked the artwork, slightly changed, the features are slightly changed, so they don't look quite as obviously. Before you said, well, that's Johnny Depp, that's definitely Johnny Depp. And the other one was Warren Beatty, as clear as day, you know. Weren't sure about the lady, whether we thought it was maybe Sally Field. Anyway, that's coming as well. Brilliant. That's going to be, everybody's going to want that. Well, I might keep that for myself, I don't know. Because I do fancy the bank robbers and the gangsters. I'd quite enjoy doing that. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you'll continue supporting the channel. Don't forget to join if you want to become a member and get some of these rewards I mentioned. It's not just ICM kits, there's other stuff. There's Airfix and there's 3 or 4 manufacturers in fact that we have kits that are going to be going out. I think there's a couple of Tamiyars even. So yes, it's worth your while. And you'll get rewards 3 months after you've joined. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Peter Goes Rogue, which is details are down here underneath the description of this video. And in the meantime, till we meet again, I look forward to seeing you soon. And please take care of yourselves. Stay well, stay safe. Thanks a lot, and bye for now.